Hello, my name is Dr. Talil Abrhiem, Professor in Organization Management, Human Resources Concentrations. I'm going to cover in my presentation today the pay equity, the wages, and the hourly pay. From the employer point of the view, the pay is a powerful tool to motivate the employees. Why? Because it's going to bring the motivation, the attitude for that individual to present and to work harder for the organization to achieve her strategic goal. So that's one as a good indicators for the organization. We see the pay is very important because the employees will stay with the organization and the organization will maintain their retention rate, because most of the time they compare as a person their pay with another organization. That's what the equity theory. Equity theory is about as a person see the outcome, compare it with the input with another individual. If you see the outcome for the person, the outcome is the benefit, the wages, the bonuses, salary for that individual, divided by the input. The input is what the person put physically, labor, to the in the organization. Compare it with another individual. The outcome divided by the input. If we see the person, his or her outcome higher, that's another person is going to be over rewarded. If we see the outcome divided by the input for the person less than the outcome divided by the input for other person is going to be under rewarded. If it comes equal, that's what's going to be equal fairness from both organizations. And that's what has to do also with the pay structure and pay level. Pay structure is different jobs, what they do. And if we take, for example, one organization A and organization B, and we see the structure. For example, organization A has a pay structure started from 40,000 to 60,000. That's their pay structure. Organization B has their pay structure from 45 to 55. So what does mean? The assistant manager or the manager in organization A, he can start in this organization with a pay 40. He can go all the way to 60. But organization B, the starter point, and that's one is going to be with 45. So it depends about the individual, where to start, what organization prefer, the level of start, and what's going to the end level. The pay level is the average between the bonuses, the pay, the salary for this organization. And you see from the equity theory how important the pay for male and females in any organization. It has to be equal if they do the same job. We see from the sex discrimination has happened in Boeing 737 and 747. The Airbus 38 females engineer, they filed lawsuit against the organization in 2000. It's ended their company paid $4.5 million to settle the lawsuit. This one is happening through the business week. They look through some kind of documentations, a scheme, and they found out that females has been paid less than the male. Same jobs they do. And even the company went their liability all the way to the $100 million. And now when they keep looking back again to that pay, and now everything has to be from the fairness of perspective between male and female. And we see from another example, Toyota. Toyota also, it has to do, they're looking at the labor cost. Start rising. Labor cost these days in the United States is higher. And they expect it's going to be the increase in the labors for almost like $900 million for the coming years. That's the pay and the benefit for the employees. So the organizations try to think about something to work with the employees, to educate the employees about what they can do about this pay. So they prepare at least for 5 or 6 or 7 years as a human resources to work on something doesn't hurt the organization concerning the pay, to educating them, because labor cost is high. And also they want to align the hourly pay, especially what we see, for example, in Montgomery, Alabama, when they work in Hyundai, the individual, they paid $14 an hour. In Toyota, in Honda, in Detroit, they pay probably almost double that amount. So they want also to align the hourly wages there. We see most of the organization now going toward the bonuses. They prefer bonuses than increase the fixed pay, or they prefer variable pay. And most of the organization, they do outsourcing because they want to save money. For example, if the human resources employees, they have in one company, they have 9 employees, probably they want to cut it down to 5 or 4. They outsourcing other people. They can hire 2 or 3 people. They can do compensation, payroll, pensions. They come twice a week, outsourcing, and those they have variable pay. It doesn't have to do with the fixed pay. So that's what the company is saving money, outsourcing some people to do that. And most, even in the educations, you see a lot of educational profit organization, they try to hire adjunct faculty instead of full-time faculty. That's one also saving money for the organizations. Everything has to do with the fixed cost. So the organization, is it better for her, the variable pay and the bonuses. So that's what the company, they try to seek something to pay the employees. It's a bonus or something instead of the fixed cost. We see, for example, the appliance water pools in Benton Harbor, Michigan. They pay the employees bonuses for their performance. And we see their motivation, how higher it become concerning motivates the employees. And even Keyspan Corporation in New York, the company does the gas and electricity. They have 9,700 employees. Always they're looking for a variable pay, and they pay the employees for their performance concerning the bonuses. So that's what they pay and the cases. So as you, human resources manager, you have to educate yourself about all these things to benefit the organization. Because the organization depends on you as a managers, how to manage and how to pay the employees and how to motivate them for their efficiency so they can achieve their goal and become successful to reach their profit and growth. Thank you. Have a nice day.